Hi, Rob here again from LAS, just sharing with you a bit more about how our virtual team works so successfully. So the area that we're looking at today is this one bottom right, so focusing on output, not input. So something to definitely avoid is the need for this kind of digital presenteeism, where there's this expectation of people to be available at all kinds of unacceptable hours, really. That kind of bums on seats, more important that you're there than what you do. It's time to leave all that behind. So we're much more interested in the quality of work that people produce than the amount of time that they spend doing it. So, we're super flexible in when and where people work. It doesn't really matter to us so long as it's of the quality that we're after, and they're available, as needed for customer calls and team calls and that kind of thing. But that flexibility, it really counts for a lot. We all have lives outside of work. We all have other responsibilities and other things we like to do, and having the flexibility to do those adds a huge amount of value and makes your working life much better. Also, it's important to make it really clear what the successful outcome for a piece of work will be, so people know exactly what they're aiming for. And a big part of that is briefing people really clearly. So having a kind of standard format for briefing people on particular bits of work, so you give them the most opportunity to be successful that you possibly can do. And then when it comes to providing feedback, be really constructive here and specific. If you're working physically with someone, it's easier to make little kind of course corrections as you go. When people are working remotely, they're more likely to do a bigger piece of work before getting feedback. So just be mindful of that when you're feeding back to people.